Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a slight little difference in what full sense are playing. You know, a lot of these teams are running in towards the Tejo, for example, now, or a KO instead. KO being, you know, more normal, common pick in that one. Something along the lines of ye old I apply my ascent logic in towards the agents for a map like Abyss.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Alter Ego is running, right? At the end of the day. The Astra does give you a little bit more punching power on the defense. I think no double controller is an interesting one for me as well. We're trusting the double E-net for both of the teams. Double controller is a very popular style on this map right now, especially subbing in for the Cypher. But both of them running the Cypher. Attacking side camp. Will spot out this mid walk. Multiple players for Alter Ego already walking down mid early on. It is a cam and a couple of stars. A full retake site that Full Sense will take full advantage of early on and just send in Wingman to get a nice open plant for the attackers.
So we're going to have a big old duel at the beginning, but the Wingman actually does get denied. You do not need to be the sacrificial lambs in this round if you are Alter Ego. You can wait, you can park it, because that's what happens. Gotten taken on down, not on the Signature Omen anymore, but on the Astra.
Yeah, Laz says he can't park there, mate. Clears him out of backside. It's a man advantage for Full Sense. They're just waiting for Alter Ego to make a play here. They're going to try to get that plant down. Laz peeking in tandem with Potter on backside, but no one can clean up a kill just yet.
Well, they get the plant down now. Retrieval of the spike, of course, and a man advantage, but not a lot of utility here anymore for Full Sense to be able to play with. I wonder when a dart might become available for Leviathan, but you have to keep your eyes on the prize. It's over a danger at the moment, and the trades starting to come on out. The swings, though, more favoring on towards Full Sense as Laz cannot claim an ace anymore. As Sephiroth finding the kill in the mix. There is an opportunity for them to still win out this round, though. Tap on towards the defuse. Gonna be denied. Full Sense for the pistol.
Lovely stuff from them, despite the fact that Wingman hits the deck early on and the spike is dropped in the open. They really hold their nerve well there. Great multi-frag from Laz on backside. This is a really key kill that applies a lot of pressure to the defense. The attackers keep a foothold in the site and use that as a bit of a springboard to be able to just continue to fight together from ramp side. Never even really needed to rely on that post plant. They made Alter Ego's life impossible, even just crossing into the site.
Well, second round now. Close pistol, not too big of a force up from Alter Ego. Again, you know, early stages of this map are kind of just always interested in how Alter Ego are going to navigate things and what tendencies they may start to show when they get the guns in their possession.
A little bit of an A-main contest. Potter looking to farm up his Blade Storm, get some nice easy Outlaw kills at the moment. Seen a lot of Jet Outlaw highlights lately. Gotten pushed off this A-main info line, and as a result, you get some rotations in from the initiators of Alter Ego.
Well, you're setting yourselves up for a bit of an info play over towards the safe site. All the util going in, drone as well. Thinking better of it, however.
I mean, 3 players spotted. Full Sense going to vacate the premises outside of Laz, who catches Gotten with a classic in hand. With his knife out, and the B execute's going to be coming in. Alter Ego's trying to flood into the site here. Naked takes a nice little opening shot there, but doesn't connect on ahead, and it's going to be a nice open.
Wait a second. Jenkins just found Laz in mid with a classic, which makes things a little bit more interesting. But with Killua finding Sayut, yeah, well,
I mean, it's just a ghost.
It's just a ghost at the end of the day, yeah.
Not too worried about that. Not too much Alter Ego can really do here. They might even just start at the spike and not feed the ult orbs to Full Sense, who are looking pretty in control on this attacking side. Getting a lot of value out of the Gecko util and the Wingman at the moment. They want to kind of play that bursty style. I think, you know, the Gecko is clearly a bit of a sub-in for the KO here. You're going to use the Wingman and the Dizzy to be able to have these kind of more poppy, like punchy site executes, as opposed to kind of the push and pull info gathering of the KO knife and the, you know, set plays with the flashes that you can do.
It definitely is still a rare pick at the moment with like 100 Thieves still using the Gecko. And I mean, I know FPX is, but I also know the FPX composition is just a really big FPX composition. I don't know if you've seen it. They run 3 controllers, a Gecko and a Yoru.
This goes here.
Sounds pretty standard for them, not gonna lie.
Oh, this is a nice
They love smokes. Just stack as many controllers as they possibly can.
Astro Omen Viper.
Here's the bonus for full sets. A lot of pressure being applied to the middle of the map by Potter and the drone. They are very much trying to trend some rotations from Alter Ego over towards this A site. But it's not an over-rotation, I would say. You can still see Adren King standing around, well aware that the mid-contact may be coming in. He cops a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, did see the 0 point in the beginning. I believe pop all 3 members over towards that B side as well. Second bite of the cherry. Drinking falls. And Potter doubles down. That is ridiculous.
He's getting away with way too much there. Cages pop for should. He gets cleared out though by Laz, and with the neural theft revealing the position of the last 2 players on Alter Ego, this is a disastrous first gun round for the defense.
100%. A bonus round to come through from Full Sense, and they'll steal some upgrades. See if they can get any more. Sayu is pushing in, looking the wrong direction. Well, right direction, wrong elevation. And now it is all on to Nakia, but he's already just left the scene of the crime. So very well done for Full Sense, as to say that. Flawless.
Swing. About as good as the opening gun round could possibly go. Your bonus, rather, for Full Sense, although they had a lot of rifles invested in that.
Yep.
What rifles they didn't bring into the round, they had picked up off the corpses of their opponents, and they are really rolling on this attacking side. Potter just self-sufficiently there, able to thread the needle through mid and find multiple 1v1s. In fact, I mean, you look at the replay of this round, this is all just 1v1s taken by Full Sense and won. There's no coordination from Alter Ego there.
And conversely,
middle or anything.
Conversely, on the back of that, Laz as well, not prioritizing, grabbing that spike and planting it immediately when the dizzy goes through, waits the extra second after it expires to catch a player swinging after it.
Yeah, rushing into A main. Laz gets cleaned up. Full Sense definitely going to have to speed up towards the B side of the map, but you can already see a couple of players over there for Alter Ego. They aren't quite able to grab that rifle. Leviathan picking up the spike finally, and Adrenkin pushed off the line for now.
Yeah, there might actually be an opportunity here for Alter Ego with the Sheriffs. Making some good rotations, some good re-cleared space as well over outside A lobby. Gun retrievable.
Position. Yeah, he's got a Vandal as well. Oh, pushes a little bit too quickly though. Punished straight away by Leviathan, and that actually puts Alter Ego into a bit of a pickle. It was a good opening pick, but Full Sense is really just playing this early to mid round perfectly, time and time again.
Yeah. Not too much that Sayo might be able to do here over at the A site. Though Nakia finds Kilo up, so the Sheriff's getting a bit of cheeky damage into the mix. It is a 3 versus 3, mind you.
A couple of shots whiffed by Sayo. Drone coming through, just trying to zone this defense, retake back. They've spotted out all of these players. They've seen the Cypher camp, so they know exactly where Alter Ego are. Gravwell going to buy a little bit more time, but the Sheriffs are really singing this round.
Nebula goes on up as well. It's actually the fake. It's the dissipate, and they get baited out by it, but it is only on towards Potter. Revealed. Oh, this is so cheeky, but he does get taken down. Pilsky, it's the Sheriffs. When you go from a flawless bonus in towards, well, a botched round.
Yeah. I mean, really sharp shots being hit by Alter Ego. I mean, Nakia worth his weight in gold here. 4 kills on the Sheriff. His first 4 kills of the game, mind you, to cause an upset with the Sheriffs for Alter Ego. Break that Full Sense momentum. Can't really put my finger on what Full Sense did wrong in that round, other than, you know, Laz gets caught on that A default. Like, he was sitting pretty far back, though, to be fair. And then the player getting caught in mid on the cross is obviously a big problem. But outside of that, I don't really felt like Full Sense did that much wrong. I felt like Alter Ego just hit some insane shots, and now they've been able to get that operator online. Full Sense just going for the 1-4 here, keeping things simple. Trying to start things off.
Deeper info line on the site as well. See if you're going to swing off that as should. Early Thrash. Bit of a risky one as well. You got to protect it. And Sephiroth stays... Oh, sorry, Cotton stays in towards this one, and that's exactly why.
Already 3 players here for the defense, though. The server had the A main info line. Now the Lurk is getting active on Laz, but they've already lost multiple players trying to execute B right now. So Full Sense throwing caution to the wind. trying to go towards their contingency, get the active lurk in play.
They're aware of it, though. Little bit of a gap in the timing. But they are still watching over for the mid-cross. I did see that Sayu was watching it for a little bit, but they didn't know that he'd already pieced on forward. And now the A site is ripe and ready for the planting. Wingman goes on in. You can clear it fully. You can even pick him back up if you wanted to as Kilo up.
Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man.
It's going to play this nice open plant. They've got some disruptive, aggressive positions. They can take duels on Alter Ego before they even make it towards the site. Lack of awareness for Sayo there in the man advantage situation has really come back to bite Alter Ego, and now this really nice contact setup. Lads just baiting for Kahlua. Easy as you like. Ping-ponging off of each other perfectly, and around that Alter Ego we're so far ahead in has fallen apart.
Yeah. And Chud's just going to have to save, unfortunately. He didn't really get any active util happening over at the B site, just his trapwire that was destroyed out by that drone. He was pretty much just a camera in this round. Good for one at the end, sure. You'll take that. Maybe a second.
Get your exits, King. Cut those stats. Kahlua is going to be the one to do it, though. Halfway to his next thrash, the round after he just used it.
Yeah.
3K and the plant with the wingman.
Oh, yeah.
Still imagine if it was a 6-point ult. You know, with Fracture coming back, that would be ridiculous.
I used to see the Sage to force those like fast plants on Fracture.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if I've seen Gecko on Fracture just yet. Feels like
no. So when Fracture disappeared, he was announced, and Fracture didn't come back until the ult got changed to 7.
Okay. Yeah. It's a timeout for Alter Ego. I mean, I don't know, man. I think they've had some good ideas so far. There really has just not been a lot of Abyss, but a big glaring issue for me on the side of Alter Ego is just it feels like they're a little bit sleepy in terms of the awareness on defense. Like, you're just allowing Full Sense to get back up middle. The players are looking sharp, like Nakia in particular is an insane 4K on the Sheriff, and they're putting themselves in advantageous situations. They dealt with that big execute very well, but there was just no mid-rounding and no awareness of what's clean and dirty on the map in terms of a macro perspective. So they just need to switch on a little bit in that sense, and I think they should be fine, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things for them when it does come to this map on Abyss in recent history, is that they've not really been getting any clean victories on it, besides if you stretch it to a Team Secret Academy game over a month ago.
Well, they're going to have to take the path of least resistance this round. Back on the pistols. Bladestorm's there for Nakia, though. Full Sense once again pushed off that line. Alter Ego taking that main control and farming up the off angle from Sayo. He hasn't been seen yet. He's going to connect with at least one and take a bite out of Laz as well. But Full Sense clear out that A main control and keep those rotations honest for Alter Ego for now.
I'm seeing that Chud's crossed danger as well. So definitely a one and done position for him. If there's any semblance of a trade from Full Sense, dodging out the 0 point. Gonna be drawing rotations away. And that'll mean that everyone on Alter Ego is relatively split with these pistols now around the map.
Yeah, Chud just playing contact off his own camp. There is the Nebula to fake the cross. He just sits on it. Like, that is big balls, honestly. Could have definitely had someone cross right in front of him, and he just continues to sit on his cam. Does not care.
Well, let's see.
30 seconds
Sephiroth,
left.
if he wants to drop on down from the window, will make noise. But again, with sub 30 seconds to go, is this a situation that you just think he's going to be there or not in the astral form?
I mean, yeah, he had a good run. Yeah, had a good run, mate. Okay. Nakia's turn, though. Really making this round interesting. Cleaning up the majority of Full Sense. They look to lose another round to Nakia, and a round they should be winning every day of the week. Up draft dash over the top, closes it out. Another thrifty for Alter Ego off the back of some insane plays from the Jet.
He's done it again for him, hasn't he? I mean, at that point in time, if you are Chud, I'm just thinking, well, if they don't clear me, maybe I can do something a little bit later.
50-50, bro. Yeah. You know, either they clear me or they don't.
either way, we win the round, yeah?
Yeah, all good.
We're good.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything. Like, Nakia's cooking. That's what the coach said in the timeout. Nakia, go kill. Thank you very much. And Full Sense.
Good plan, Asterisk. Thank you.
Yep. Well done, brother. Did not know he was coaching this team, but oh man, that is a name that goes back a long time as well in the Indo scene before this cartoon shooter came out. Fault Sense with a bit of pressure on B once again. Look like they just want to kick off this execute and play this 1-4. Much slower rotation this time from Alter Ego though.
Well, we'll see if Sayu gets a little bit of luck on toward his side. Heads up play from Laz not to re-peek that duel as well.
Cage trigger.
All broken. This is exactly what you want your Cypher doing on Abyss. Applying pressure to the middle of the map, pulling players off of the site, creating options for you to take advantage of later in the round, and that's exactly what Full Sense is doing. Nebula on the left side of mid. They creep up inside of the vents. Cosmic Divide to fake that B side of the map, and they're going to try to pull rotations away.
Exactly.
Laz wins that duel on Nakia. Neural Theft gets pulled. Now they know exactly where Alter Ego are.
Good spot. Go in for the plant now as well and set yourselves up for the post plant. Meanwhile, while that Cosmic Divide did go up, Adrenaline King did just use the 0 point, so that's not available for quite a little bit of time on towards this retake, alongside a Mist Hunter's Fury that only buys time before a plant goes down. Makes things a little bit more difficult for Alter Ego in a 5 versus 3.
Wonder if they're even going to attempt this retake. Just feels like they're so far out of it. That smoke inside a tower making their life impossible. They're going to creep out spawn side regardless. Big setup from Full Sense inside of A main, and it's easy pickings. Only a 2-for-1 trade. Not going to be good enough to get Alter Ego back into this round. Kalua's just so bloody crisp on those trades, man. It's instant.
Yeah, and he's got the Thrash back online now. Leviathan one away from the Hunter's Fury too, so you can definitely see this half stretching out even more so in their favor. You know, only 2 real hero rounds from Alter Ego at the moment and just getting picked apart left, right, and center. It's not even really about, you know, their rotations in a round such as that. It's just really good macro and understanding of utility around the map from the likes of Laz in mid, from the combination of Sephiroth dropping down that Nebula. They're getting out this forward utility. As you mentioned, they're giving themselves a lot of options where AE don't have people in the right positions, utility available at the right spot. It's good timing and good layering at the moment from Full Sense.
The plan is simple for Full Sense. Do not fumble the bag.
Pretty
Simple
much.
as that. They've been thrifty twice in a row. There's the dizzy forward. Nice little flick from Nakia, but the Outlaw's quicker to the punch. Only light armor with the Guardian there. And now that he's dead, things get a lot easier now.
Raid boss down.
Yeah.
We're good.
Easy round from here,
Just pick off the minions. Well, let's see if there's going to be any extra exchange damage here from Alter Ego.
Got on
I don't
with
even know if they're going to be able to get that gun back. I mean, you could.
He didn't go for it, to be honest. I mean, he's trusting his frenzy, which is looking pretty crispy at the moment. How's he got 2? You got to trade this man out a little bit quicker than that. Full Sense versus Eco is not something I'm enjoying watching right now.
No. And there's an opportunity here for Dren King and for Chud. You know, you get a pick, you steal a gun, you neural theft out, albeit if it's drinking, you get a null command online, and you're certainly, you know, again, kind of in a plausible situation.
Trip spotted out on the flank. That's going to get broken by Dren King. Full Sense spot him out, crossing back to the right side. Flashes himself back on the line. Dodged nicely by Sephiroth. He is really harassing them quite a lot. Trying to create space for Chud to do something, but man's only got a classic.
1 enemy remaining.
And finally, they will break through their own demons in the Ego.
Oh my god, what a beautiful story. All coming to a head here in round number 8. They struggled, but they got it done.
Yeah.
Now we just need to see Alter Ego fire up a little bit more in the gun rounds. This has been all Full Sense despite a couple of little slip-ups.
Honestly, I kind of want to see a little bit more activation from the likes of Chud setting up his team with this Cypher utility. You know, you're seeing a Dren King throw the 0 point over towards the spawn side of B main, but they're not doing anything with it.
Full set play to try and get a mid-peak. No one in sight. Full Sense is just trusting those ults to be able to get onto the site, and with how much they just spotted in the middle, they're just going to send Little Bro in, but unfortunately he hits a trip, so it's Groundhog Day from the pistol.
Yeah, you can't use any of your abilities at the moment because you've gotten out that null command, but once that does fall over, you've got a Thrash, you've got a Hunter's Fury, you've still got Potter available to get into the site as well. Do you expect a flank? Well, now you know it's there.
Yeah, he knew that the trip was down. Thanks to the KO ult, so Sayo just walking his way straight through. A main has pretty much got the whole map. Full Sense need to re-execute a B site where the spike has been dropped on the ground. These are just such awkward rounds for the attackers, but they've been making it work so far.
Monster on the loose.
Well, Thrash goes in. You've got some stars as well, but pot up on towards Gotten. You picked up one with that Thrash. Hunter's Fury goes on in, but who are you going to be able to find? Awkward shots come on out. The Hunter's Fury only managing to find some damage, I do believe. One pick on towards Adrian King.
One enemy remaining.
Reverse 3 damage on out. Trades still available, and it's Sayu who was
30
pretty much
seconds
in the
left.
attacker's spawn a little bit earlier on. Now at the right side of the spot. Spike, front sight, Pilski.
Yeah, tags up the Astra. Sephiroth going to B-hop his way towards backside. Leviathan also droning out. Doesn't reveal the position of the opposing server. There's a nice little shocky. Looks like they're about to line up. Huge pop and swing from Leviathan. And Sephiroth cleans it up. It was a bit of a heart-stopping moment there for a second for Full Sense. But for some reason, despite absolute charity, donating the spike to the B site with the wingman multiple times in a row, they still managed to win these rounds.
Yeah, playing
Lewis
on hard
doing his
mode a
best,
little bit.
bro. He's literally wingmanning the spike to the defenders and thrashing
And
his
retrieving
own
it.
teammates, and Full Sets are still winning. So I just don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they're giving some laughs. They're playing with our heartstrings.
All right, we're
But
good.
ultimately, the eco rounds are the ones that you got to be careful of. And once more, they've bested Nakia. So you get rid of the frenzy that Gotten doesn't have, and you're okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, you still got it done. Oh, okay.
It's just the same thing over and over again. Like, it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point.
Oh, he's got a gun this time.
Yeah, that's true. Still only going to take one shot out of the Outlaw. He's missed a shot though. Blades popped. Gotten copping one of those. Adrenkin sitting inside of the smoke. They double peek together as soon as the stun comes out. But this is falling apart for Full Sense a little bit. They're trying to pick up the pieces. There's spaghetti everywhere. We're all crying.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and they're still going for it, but Sephiroth lays it down. So, recovery. I mean,
I hate these rounds.
Hey, we're going from a 13-1 that was very clean on bind earlier to a possible, big scoreline difference again. But it's, what do you say, spaghetti all around on the floor, out the pockets.
You're trying to pick it up. You're trying to pick it up. You're trying to put it back in your pockets. It's just not really working.
Oh, Sephiroth. Needs to be just a tad careful here that he doesn't give away a gun, which he does. How hungry are you to neural theft?
my
Oh my
God.
god, hang on a second.
I wanted so badly for him to win it. That's just
I
such
wanted that
clean
as well.
shots.
That was a
Okay,
beautiful,
we know the drill.
like
Stick to your
145
roles
and
and
one,
refresh.
and then a finish.
Oh my god. Dude, Alter Ego is scary with these pistols. Do not mess around, bro.
One enemy remaining.
That is crazy.
Timeout for
Timeout,
Alter Ego.
though.
I mean, come on, guys. Can we win a gun round? They've been pretty close. Been pretty tight and hotly contested. I just don't even know what I would say as the coach here. Like, I feel like Full Sense is like donating them the spike onto B.
Well,
and-
we're doing our ecos. They're doing ecos over at A, and they're sending Wingman in B, and then flooding with the Yuta when he dies.
this game just feels kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like,
That's Valorant.
it's a very weird game of Valorant that I'm witnessing right now. But Full Sense is winning it. And they're winning it pretty convincingly. Despite some like poor anti-ecos and some very weird rounds, they are winning the majority regardless. So you let the scoreline say everything that you needed to say. And for Alter Ego, it's up to them to try to scrape together 2 rounds at the end of the half. Nakia's got the op in play once again here. Oh no, back to the rifle. They've opted to actually sell that despite going for it initially. So after a chat from the coach, they're getting very active on the A side of the map. I mean, they're finding success doing that with the pistols. Full Sense looks like they're aware of it. Is this going to be a fast A play? Done up over the top.
Well-
It's just a flash dash play from the defense. Full Sense were ready for it, but they're still
Spike
getting
down.
destroyed.
Finally, something in from Alter Ego, though. Would you have it any other way if Full Sense could answer back? 2 versus 3. Stalled out by the fragment. Spike respotted. So they know they can only come at it from really one angle, as a good pop flash will provide all of the goods here for a drinking. No, Potter gets traded out, and Sephiroth, will he expect the flank? Should. You can't use your util here. You can't neural theft.
The spike's dropped in the open again, and they're still winning the round, Dion. This is criminal. How do they keep getting away with it?
He's not aware that the flank is possible at the moment. Where does he choose to go? What info do you think? What tendencies do you think Chud has shown you so far in this game?
So backside. Holding spawn side.
He's got a neural theft.
Yeah, he wants to find out where the Astra is. He had time to be able to reposition in towards heaven. There's a star in towards A main. Sephiroth knows with that neural theft exactly where Chud was, and he peeks out. How the heck does this keep happening? It's the perfect set play from Alter Ego. They start the round by winning multiple duels and putting themselves at an advantage. And Full Sense just keeps winning in the same way.
2v5? Is that what it became? Nakia got it. That was a 2v5.
Yeah.
One enemy
It's the
remaining.
same thing from Full Sense every single time. It's like they just peak together as a pack. They win their duels. They catch players that are asleep on the rotations inside and middle. Like, it's crazy that they keep getting through these rounds.
Yeah. And I mean, a couple of these have been really close. Like, we could have been at a scoreline that was something like, 7-4, 6-5 for the half it could have ended as, potentially. But now it's kind of plausible that you're getting a, 10-2?
Alter Ego not aggressing A main. They've got the op on the deep B line, which for Full Sense is a tell in and of itself that you're probably dealing with Cypher on this side. A lot of Astra utility. Out comes the Hunter's Fury in response from the backside of Spawn, not really connecting on too much. Gon's able to hold on the backside. Chud dropping down from heaven, but dealt with easily.
Oh, that's kind of cheeky from him. Overheats a little bit further on. And a 2 versus 2. Plant is down. So Sephiroth with Cosmic Divide. 2 stars available too. He can bring one on towards the Gravity Well. Got a molly from Killer as well. But did they expect that he's already snuck on in to the corner? You'd have to double swing this. You'd have to activate your dash and get out of there as Nakia when you get the information. But he's found the right line. The opposite unexpected one. He just slipped straight on through. They have no idea that he's just done this. 1 and 2. That's gorgeous from Killua.
Yeah, Killua has been fantastic this game. 10 and 2 from Full Sense here. They get through a lot of crazy rounds and put themselves in a massive advantage. See if they can close out this game of Abyss after the break.
One enemy remaining.
Another pretty one-sided scoreline. It's like we got in the first map of that first series. One of these teams really coming out well ahead of the other. Full Sense throwing down the gauntlet, and now it's up to Alter Ego to do something on their attacking side here.
Well, the pistol round is going to have to give them some space to get back in towards this one. If you can get this in the secondary one, 10-4 win bonus, like Full Sense's start was.
2-1-2 early on for Alter Ego. They tap the orb, a little bit of tickling around the map, but they're not in a rush here, Dion.
No.
Admiring the wall textures.
Yeah,
Very
I always like
nice.
to see how the rotations kind of go in a situation like this as well, what the thought process is.
I think Full Sense are just trusting their setups really right now. Camp's got an eye on middle, going for that spam kill over on B, and for A, they clearly have kind of like a set plan if the site take comes out. Looks like it's going to be a fake exit. Stars from the other side of the map. No, they're pumping both sides at once.
It's a double fake, yeah. Send the members in towards the A site, see if you can then get them back over towards B with Plant. That was very cheeky from Potter, by the way, to just sleuth on behind. And now that they've got the 2 kills, well, they're going to seat themselves in a 3 versus 5 with this Plant open, yeah, but it's still a 3 versus 5.
Yeah, they needed to get more done with that. Like, Full Sense with massive numbers advantage. Alter Ego need to win duels here. They need to push forward. Full Sense knows that. Beautiful shot from Chud. Jumping right click from Laz, creating enough space.
three,
to
four,
throw. Oh my god! What is a Drink King getting away with?
Nearly.
He almost made that happen. But Killua, I don't know, bro. Every time
That's our world.
that these rounds get close, Killua is the one with the goods for Full Sense.
I saw a world. I saw him running up. He wasn't noted. 2 people started reloading. They saw like all 4 on the death cam.
Bro,
He just starts spraying down.
I've been saying Killua so much this game, I'm starting to crave an espresso martini at this point. Like, this is getting ridiculous.
Standing.
No. If you were with Tonky right now, he'd been saying, no, you gotta like watch
he'd be
Hunter
double
Hunter.
fisting them right now.
No, you got a Hunter x Hunter
Okay,
anime reference.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
the name.
But
yeah.
the thing is, I've seen him double fisting espresso martinis at events. Like, that is the most Mitchell Concannon thing I've ever seen. Like,
double
classic.
parking Cosmos.
Yeah, true. He loves anything in a little martini glass, that man.
Any sweet drink.
Alter Ego, they're trying to force up, change their fortunes here. There's double trips and a Sova to spam here, Dion.
Yeah, going back on in towards the site. You don't want to dash into those trips, though. So I like this little hold pump from Alter Ego. Though I don't like walking in towards a gravity well where you get vulnerable. That one, a little bit ill-advised. You'll dodge out the shock darts, or maybe you won't. The Leviathan good for one. Make it a double with different guns. See if you can party mix this one, Wani. Why not?
Yeah. Again, a 3-on-5 retake that Alter Ego have to try to win. Gecko Utility goes forward. There's the front side peek. Stun is going to force one out in the open. They're fighting hard for it, but they've just started this round off with such a big disadvantage. One player with full armor, the other two will be one shot to the Outlaw here, and it's Leviathan, the one that is facing in the open, the one with full armor. Sephiroth will be the one to lock it down for full sense and put them up 12-2 here. This has been an absolute stomp.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw a 13-1 from Full Sense on the histories,
Who was that?
and a so it's a 13-1 against Z11, a 13-2 against Zol.
Damn.
So when I see them from Full Sense, I'm kind of excited to see what they've actually got for us, live and in front of our eyes, and I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that this is so many different players from the original Full Sense, that is the most Full Sense thing I've ever heard. Just absolutely stomping some of these online games against some pretty good teams. So some things never change. Now we just wait for the rest of the year to see how things go on LAN. But that's another story for a very different time from now. Another force coming out for Alter Ego. Out the KO online. So we'll see how they go with this. A lot of light armor. 5 sets of light armor. Potter is licking his lips with this Outlaw right now.
Well, Leviathan's gotten a lot of space over towards B too, so as long as he doesn't get wrapped through the bends, nobody needs to move from Full Sense.
Should be free for Potter. Posted up on this line. Should just walk straight into him. Cypher hits the deck. Alter Ego gonna speed up on the other side of the map. KO, alt pop, Full Sense looking to contest a little. Just spam kills perhaps. But they've got numbers yet again and some pretty solid positions here, so they're not in a rush.
You can wait a little bit. Eventually, this smoke will start to fade. And then you can set your util up for a good old flood retake. Deep space, though, towards security for Alter Ego. They need to make sure if they want to take this one that they're doing it with a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of assistance, because you overlook any lines and you start to fall. Good trades come on out from Alter Ego, but Potter says no. And now it's all on to Adren King in a 1 versus 2. The Guardian, all the wide swings out, but the trade is better from Potter, which means no more rounds, Pilski. No more nothing on Abyss, and I think Alter Ego want to forget about it because it's 13-2. That's not good for them.
I mean, I think at this point, Dion, if you're leaving Abyss in the video against Full Sense after they dismantle every team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I mean, I don't mind it, rather. Full Sense running in with that agent lineup, but I guess you'd flip that on over and say for the likes of Full Sense, Alter Ego, the other team. Wait, I'm confused. Alter Ego playing T1.
Yeah.
Full Sense are playing DRX's agent lineup. That's the one I was thinking of.
Full Sense are playing T1s, and Alter Ego's playing, DRX, the DRX kind of lineup.
Oh, yeah, I got it the other way around, do I?
Yeah.
I got it the other way around. Yeah.
So Full Sense, I mean, they're going to have a pretty straightforward plan here, right? It's going to be... I mean, when I watched T1 play this comp, it was very frustrating because they were just very much send it, run out one side of the map a lot of the time and then win a lot of the duels in the mid round, and it was a very kind of one-dimensional kind of approach, but it was effective. Triple high-low here for Alter Ego, but the cage will set them off of the line, and Khalil will take advantage of that rotation. They had a good idea for a moment. Adren King, those are some nice trades from him to keep things into a 3-on-3.
You can pivot through the door if you want to, though. You expect a flood out through the dark cover. They're watching for it at the moment. A trade. If only the shy bullet got on towards Potter. A little bit too scared of him at the moment. He's been very potent so far in this series, but now gotten. Oh, he was just spotted at the back of it too. And Laz will get the trade. So Pistol for Full Sense continuing where they left off.
Yeah.
Abyss.
I mean, and that's kind of looking like a T1 round to me. You know, it's people winning duels and taking some dry aim duels. There's not like a lot of hard execution to this comp, although there are a lot of cool things that you can do with it, especially the combos that you can do with like the undercut and the damaging util, like the shockies and the nade and stuff like that. You know, for full sense, they're definitely going to have to win a lot of these duels, but with how sharp they look on Abyss, I'm not too worried about that, to be fair. For Alter Ego, they need to really leverage like the util advantage that they have with the double E-net and the flexibility that they've got. Not on this round, it is just the eco from them. Full sense will take A main. And Alter Ego will walk straight up the guts through the middle of the map.
I don't mind it. Just the pistols here. See if anything can get picked on up. Laz, yeah, he's got a second chance that one. Yep, you do just want to run away after some assistance maybe from the squad. Certainly getting hunted in this one. Into the site though, full sense do go. Should going to be overlooked completely. If he got away with 2, that would have been huge from him.
Laz picking up that Spectre. All of these players running straight through A main. There are so many little lemmings running around the A site with pistols right now, and they're doing so much damage. They've chewed a hole straight through all of the pipes in Full Sense's house, and Adren King's come up with 3. 2 on the pistol, 3 with the Sheriff, and Alter Ego's going to win themselves an eco round.
Thrifty.
That was very, very leaky. Why are we only seeing Alter Ego win Thrifty rounds? That's 3 so far. Pilsky.
Literally the only 3 rounds they've won in this series. This is so messed up, bro.
I gotta say, gotta clear some corners here, unfortunately, and wrangle in the sprays of these Guardians too, and some overextensions. I mean, these are the sort of rounds where you can never rely on them. As, you know, an Alter Ego, but those are the rounds for Full Sense as well, that if they do get through your way, you gotta quickly pick that one up.
Yep. What to do for Full Sense then? I mean, it's a pretty heavy save. Little bit invested in it though. Got my eyes on Kahlua with the Phantom here. Outlaw spotted out. Potter not too keen to go for another peek over there. A main control secured thanks to the Omen and the Teo utility.
How do you look to get Godden out of this position, though, with this roster that Full Sense are running in there? Well, maybe you just take the dry duelers, kilo up, special delivery, sent their way.
I'm watching Meteor again. It's like literally the same thing. You're just like dry peeking in the mid round and winning duels. Like this is... Someone needs to stop people playing this comp. Defies all logic and expectations. Nice shot from Sayo, but it's instantly traded by Potter, and it's looking like this eco is going to go back the other way unless Alter Ego can step up a bit.
All I'm saying is DRX got the dub in the end, and that's what Alter Ego are running in with this roster on.
That's cope, bro.
Player disadvantage, though. Hey, everyone's had DRX cope for years. Player disadvantage for Alter Ego.
The cope is over. It's real now.
See what this retake actually gets formulated for. That's a good shot out from Nakia, spotting out some extra info on Potter in the tree room. Chud, though, getting some timing where Leviathan moves his cross there. Bit unfortunate. They're making it work at the moment. Pilsky, Alter Ego baiting this one out onto the satchel. Doesn't really work out. Dodging that one. And a showstopper brought on in. He wants a little bit of a finishing moment here. He can wait for the time. He's even got paint shells.
He's got paint shells, yeah. He doesn't even need to do anything. Oh, he's going to get shot no matter what.
Bowled him! Bowled him!
Middle stump, mate. 4K from Potter. Kahlua opens it up, but it's Potter to create some magic. He's a wizard, Harry. And a Thrifty goes back the other way of Full Sense.
Oh, but you're certainly, you know, slinging things around this one, aren't you? It could have certainly gone any team's way at multiple moments, actually. Good trades coming on out, some individual heroics. Yep, answer back with your own Thrifty.
Yeah.
And now we're back where we should have been in the beginning.
Now, don't worry. There's still time for Alter Ego. It's a 3-stack over on this A side of the map. They've got their own Thrifty to win. They've been pushed off the line for the time being. Out come the Salvos. They're trying to flush them out of rubble right now. A lot of attacking players in the open. But if there's one thing Full Sense has proved that they can do in this series, it's win their duels. 3-1. And they're going to swat away that eco attempt from Alter Ego. No more shenanigans this time. Going to go into a straight-up gun round.
Yeah. start to stabilize a bit potentially for Full Sense in these sort of moments, though. You're seeing avenues of just dry jewels as well being taken, and I wouldn't be surprised if Killua wants to just rip out that kill contract to open something up. You do have to be a little bit careful, though, now that the Taeho is online.
Yeah.
You get out of that contract, joy.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. The kill contract snowballs so hard on this attacking side. It's the biggest piece of util for the ISO. Especially when you're kind of like steamrolling and your ISO's having a good game. Like Meteor was just chaining those ults together. This looks like a big C-trap here for Alter Ego with 2 players in the door though, Dion.
Yeah, I'm just hearing that camera being popped time and time again. Salvo's out. All the util, a 1-to-1 trade. There goes the Gulag at the moment. Meanwhile, John King finds Leviathan. This duel is going to be huge, and Gotten wins it against Killua, so it goes into a bit of a settling on down. Laz creeping on up. Doesn't want to get himself too early, but maybe he should have. He would have been able to find it potentially. An ill-advised 1 versus 3 from the shadows to recollect the spike, unless Sephiroth can find the round. 90 HP. Not just the Prowler.
It's time for the age-old adage, Dion. It's not a misplay if you win the round. First kill goes the way of Sephiroth.
He's heard him run.
Yeah.
He's communicated that to Chud.
Yeah, he's still alive though. Walking straight through the middle of the map. Chud hasn't seen him cross A, but he's going to give him the space to do so. Out there in tree, a drinking in hot pursuit.
30 seconds
up behind
left.
the Omen. What to do for Sephiroth?
Do you ever think?
Smoke out on the site. He's just going to stick it.
Okay. So where does he
Spike
choose to
planted.
exit this dark cover? The timing, the corners, door breakable. That's got to bait him on in. He has no idea that he's already gone. Gun barrel, headshot. There you go.
That's perfect positioning from a drinking. He's having a great game. Love to see it from this man. Been a staple in the Indonesian scene for a long time now.
Yeah.
Knowers will know. Full Sense. I mean, that, you know, kind of looked like what this comp does. They kind of ran into the trap. Yeah, they shot their way out a little bit and threw out the Gulag. Unfortunately, Killua did not learn the #1 tip from Meteor, which is you don't lose your ISO ults. If you lose your ISO ults, it's not good anymore.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Right here.
Big round, though, for Alter Ego now.
For sure.
Scanning ahead.
They've got 4 ults. They've secured that A main control. They've won that rumble fight already. Pivot coming through from Full Sense. Laz dealing with the front B reclear. He's actually dodged that Prowler so nicely.
What?
I don't know how that's happened. That might give Alter Ego a bit of a false sense of security and open up a chance for him to get a pick here.
But he's not capitalizing on the timing, though. That's the problem. Now the drone goes out and he's spotted.
Can't see contact though. ISO up pop. Nightfall gets thrown out. Should peek from the top side of the site, but can't deal with the bubble. Out comes the Armageddon. What a huge Teo ult. But Full Sense are still fighting their way through it.
They don't know the Gotten is around this pillar. Oh, was that just spotted out by Killer? It was, but the pre-fire is good. Special delivery goes on in, a stunning on through, and he just can't quite navigate that crosshair through the wall with the Guardian. But a hot potato over to the Vandal, 1-on-3. Okay, Sayo. Don't go in towards the smoke. A bit of a reposition. He's completely bamboozled Sephiroth at the moment. A complete shot on out. What a great play individually from Sayo.
Yeah. Both him and Adrenking just positionally perfect in some of these XVXs the last few rounds. Really, really great stuff from these boys on the Alter Ego side. We're struggling to win the close rounds when it came through on Abyss. But they're coming up with the goods this game. They've definitely gone away and had a bit of a chat in the break between maps. Picked themselves up by their bootstraps. They've been some very touch and go rounds so far in this game. But that 2 in a row is really going to help Alter Ego establish themselves, and it does put Full Sense under the pump here. They're going to take a timeout, have a little bit of a chat about what they want to do to start to adjust to this.
So far we've learnt map 1 slapping, map 2 reel it in, warmer.
Yeah. You know what? Funnily enough, that was actually a big thing in Pacific as well for kickoff. The map 1 stomps were very common actually. So I'm actually not that surprised to see that trend continuing here into VCL SEA right now. Full Sense, so finishing up the chat with both of the coaches there. one thing you can always count on for the Thai teams is that they've got a bunch of coaching staff that have some pretty decent experience, some pretty relevant experience. Kind of reminds me of the KR scene a little bit, with obviously with not as much, you know, you can't beat like literally 10 plus years of experience, but some pretty solid coaches in the Thai scene too. Big A main fight. Really nice dodging of the util from Potter, just goes up in front of the progression smoke. TP across from Sephiroth as well, and Alter Ego will respect that A control.
Well, for the time being, there's a very tantalizing orb on the floor there, I would say, for Killua to get one step closer to the kill contract.
I mean, this is looking like a T1 round right now. Just take the A main control, use that as a launching pad to go up into the A execute. With the Sova on this map, this is not a fade, guys. You cannot just pivot and clear out all the lanes and re-clear front B and then go C and do this and that. It is a much more straightforward approach with the single unit on the Sova.
Here.
Well, we are getting closer towards the site at the moment, ready for the explosion here for Full Sense. As they start to scale on through, you hear the shield popped on out, and here we go. Recon Dart goes on in. You are dead to rights there as a Drenkin, but a rocket from Nakia, the shield just absolutely saves Killua very sharp to hit that orb and get that one back on in, but a trade eventually comes in from Should. Paint shells, he can dodge them. He won't lose his life to it, but he will get stuck, and he can't quite get another one. 30 seconds to get the plant on down, and you're just sacrificing yourself as gotten. You're getting very antsy with this one. Another showstopper. This time it works better, and on to Sayo. He can't get it done.
Oh, Potter. This guy's made of magic today. Another multi-frag. 15 and 3, dude. He was already owning on Abyss. This guy's insane.
I know
But the Elder One does something.
For real. So many references.
Yeah. If there was more of a... Like, here's the funny thing, right?
I'm
Conky
surprised.
would have so many for Killua and so many for Sephiroth because he, number one, has watched Hanana, and number two, plays Final Fantasy that Sephiroth's from, I think.
Bro, I have no idea. I gotta be honest.
So.
But I really feel like this duo cast should have probably been like Quack Conky. And Quack would be bringing out all the Harry Potter references. Conky would be being a weeaboo, like he always is.
Yeah.
Full Sense, though, they are the protagonists at the moment. Much better buy. Look at a punch down on Alter Ego, who have got a cheeky little flank timing here.
I want to see where the salvos are going to go at the moment for Sayu. If you can trap them at this door and you can break them out of rubble, you will absolutely push them into the open and the door comes closed. This is what I'm talking about, but they're all looking at the correct direction. That is a extremely ambitious ultimate from Killua.
Bro,
Wait,
just dipped. He's already
Who did he
dead.
get?
He got someone that died.
Did you just get someone and kill him? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nakia now in a 1v5. I don't think I ever heard of the time when that happened.
That kind of shows like
Sheriff.
just how much like pressure that were those salvos and the triple peak.
Yeah.
Just, like how much panic there was in that moment that he just like he just killed contracts there. That was a bit of
Imagine
a
if there
clincher.
was like a seize from a drinking or, you know, a stun first or something.
Yeah, I mean, Full Sense though, getting similar vibes to Abyss right now, to be honest. Like, Alter Ego have won some very nicely played XVXs thanks to a Drinking and Sayo, and they've won themselves a Eco. Another A Rubble fight will be kind of the more trappy approach. Once again, satcheling up on top of Rubble is something that Alter Ego will have to deal with. Paranoia comes through. They're going to start to filter out. Out comes the undercut and the paranoia. Full Sense looking to fight this one. Alter Ego fighting back. Great movement to dodge the Hunter's Fury, but up goes Killua to continue to deal the damage. And once again, Full Sense just continuing to brawl their way through the mid-rounds and coming out ahead.
And now they can reset. They've got an idea of where drinking was on the back of this wall, and C's will just secure information.
Last player
He's still
standing.
around the site. That hurts. That really hurts. It was a 2 versus 4, but now it's 1 versus 4, which would feel as a Viper maybe a little bit untenable for Chud. He was stuck like this on Abyss as the Cypher in these 1vx scenarios, and he's only ever really able to find one. Maybe make it too close. But we'll see. Give it a crack.
Spotted out by the dart. Yeah. 4 mans in tree. For Full Sense here. I mean, there's just no way.
Yeah, here's the plan. We all peek him one at a time.
Yeah, Leviathan.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, they were doing the gauntlet approach. We used to do that in CS. We were winning a screen really hard. Just you up 10-0, start sending out people one at a time on attack and seeing what sticks.
Mm.
Oh,
Well,
timeout.
what's sticking right now is a bit of a talk.
Oh, bro, like... I just don't... I mean, for full sense, like, it's the same win conditions a lot of the time. They're just kind of, like, shoving themselves into these mid-rounds and saying, like, come take duels with us. We're sharper. We're going to trade each other better. And it's been working for them on both of the maps so far. Like, that oversimplifies it. You know, there is obviously macro around that, and there is good approach from full sense. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying they're just, like, brain dead running as a pack and winning duels, but, like, that is what is winning the game the most for me.
Nah, for sure. You know, similar story that we've seen on Abyss, that we saw on Bind from our first series. Clearly one team individually, game plan wise, is just ahead. Sometimes that just happens.
True.
Like, you can't control everything, right?
No, I mean, definitely not. You got to be winning these. I mean, yeah, when it comes down to it, you got to shoot the other team. You have to shoot the other team in Valorant most of the time. Breach Teo Raze is starting to change my perspective on that from what I've been seeing. But for the most part, you do have to shoot the other team. There's the full A main take, and that's why it's been changing my perspective a little bit. But it's just simplicity from full sense. It's like, nice take, guys. Great utility. I'm just going to drone out, scout out where people are coming out, and then just walk out together, win the duels, and win the game.
It's too easy.
Thank you.
It's too easy. They have a recon dart that they could have put up towards the wall as well to scan everything, but they didn't need to. It's just guns at the ready. They're against Sheriffs. There was already revealed a shot. They just let you, take an orb and waste your utility. That's all Alter Ego got out of that. 4 orbs so far.
Yeah, I mean, they secured the minimum map control, but what do they do with it? When you don't do anything with it, it's not a very effective approach at the end of the day. For full sense, I mean, it's just like the old school, no-nonsense approach. Just like, pack anti-eco. Look, we'll donate a couple kills, that's fine. Adrenaline King's been very sharp today for Alter Ego. Don't be giving this man any opportunities, because he will snap your head off. For sure.
You don't re-peek that one. You let Chud blow up that wall, and you try to contain them on the exits now. And that's all you can really do as a Drinkin and as Chud.
Find himself up a Nightfall, son.
Let's see. How many can he get? If he's good for 1 at least.
I'll find you.
Makes things a bit easier. If he gets 2, well, you're absolutely laughing. Potter needs to be careful. That's why.
Honestly, for the extra ult orb when your money's this good, not even that bad. Like, Laz is maxing out cash. Like, you just got yourself an extra showstopper, or you're 18 and 4. You can't be criticized for that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sephiroth and Laz both maxing. So, not a big deal. Alright, Alter Ego, they took attack. Going into their half by the A main control didn't really help them too much. Once again, it seems like they're going to go for a similar approach. It's a 2-3 for the defense. Full sense, waiting out that initial util. It's going to look like a bit more of a trap approach for Alter Ego this time. Cage goes out, makes it look like it's only the Cypher present. TP across from Sephiroth. Will this trap work for Alter Ego?
Well, Salvo's going in with the trap with all the util. Good thing about an Omen, you can Shroud Step, but if your opponent's already ahead of the curve, well, they're going to get the better of you. Finally, an opening kill for Alter Ego that doesn't get traded immediately. A second one, but now the trades start to come on through. They overlook the rubble position, but Leviathan at the end of that can bring it into a 2-on-2, and it's Chud and Adrenaline King again.
Yeah, they just, they get a free opener with the util. The A trap works. Full sense, then just 4-man out A with the ISO and still end up in a winnable 2-on-2. Like, it's just a brawly approach. This is exactly what worked for T1 in Pacific. Dark going to reveal the position of Adrenaline King. Chud just spotting the rotation, not trying to cut it. We'll see the race. Yeah, going to speed up straight towards C. Should get on the site for free.
There's no util here either. The only way that Chud's beating them is by having been there and dropping the pit.
30 seconds left.
Can't. They're just too fast. The double satchel gets into the site. The Boombot zones him back. Full sense will get boots on the ground on in there. Still some util here for a drinking though. Prowler and Seize.
Plant in. One shocky for Leviathan. No dart yet available. Sharp shot as ever from Potter. He's just on an absolute heater on this series. And now coming on in towards the site, there is that dart. You've got to respect that one. And I mean, they've already got paint shells. They've got a shock dart. They don't even need to press the issue here against Adren King. They don't need to overpeak. Tap on the spike. Paint shells eventually will come in. He's even spotted him. But you're just buying time right now.
Yeah. I mean,
You just
full
let it
sense
happen.
is perfect jiggling.
Remaining.
Nice shot from Adren King. He almost had the spray control in there. He's going to jump up over the top and catch Leviathan off guard, but there's no time for the
Hang on.
defuse.
There
No, I
is.
don't think so.
Oh, no, just not.
I don't think so. It was a good attempt,
Just not.
but a second off, unfortunately. So full sense jiggling their way to a round win.
Last round in the half.
And again, I mean, it's got to be frustrating. And I feel as frustrated watching Full Sense winning this way as I did watching those T1 games, which is just like, good job, guys. We got a man advantage, and then Nakia wins another duel, but
remaining.
it's just a pack approach from Full Sense. Just run out together, win their duels, put themselves into a winnable 2-on-2, and then win it. What can you say?
Yeah, 5 ults. I can say that. But our alter ego really going to be able to maximize it to bring us an 8-4.
Once again, looks like a bit more of the kind of trap approach there. Allowing Full Sense out 8, all is going to go up. That's usually a bit of a tell to the attackers that there is going to be some kind of trap being prepped. Up on the line.
There.
It's juggling rifle next to Potter as well. There's the TP into tree. Does spot out there. There is at least one player there. You can see Full Sense is so aware that there's some kind of shenanigans afoot right now.
Yeah. Counter TP. Comes on in and gets tagged. I mean, they're just going to spot him out in towards the tree room at the moment. But the drone finds Nakia. Do you drop your rocket here? No. You ask for assistance from the Viper wall. You reposition. That actually denies the trap play here, Pilsky.
There's a contact into A. 2 players revealed outside. In towards the B side. Adren King winning his duels again. Out comes the Hunter's Fury trying to provide some support to front B and does actually catch the fade. But Full Sense have not got space anywhere here, Dion. Into a 4-on-4. Chud is rotating off of C. He's a little bit out of position. He hasn't dropped the pit. They're going to get onto C again here, maybe.
30 seconds and he'll hear that orb be gathered, so he knows that he can get close and then drop the pit. But the showstopper on in. Chud gets rinsed in this one, and it's an open sight. The only thing, 20 seconds and Armageddon, if it was at the right position, could have stopped the spike from going down. They will manage to escape this one. They've even got the showstopper now from Nakia to go in to follow that one up. As Sayu finds Potter. It's a 3 versus 3 now. Showstopper doesn't find anything. Went to the wall. The paint shells, however, are going to paint a pretty picture to put Lavs off the line. And for the long plant towards Mound, the sprays are not good. The taps don't work. So we actually do not see the 9-3 curse. We'll get a defuse, and it'll be 8-4.
Yeah, nice recovery from Alter Ego. Losing the seaside again. Full Sense on the verge of a grand final appearance here in Challengers SEA, and Alter Ego with a lot of work to do here on their map pick of Lotus, finding themselves down 4-8 going into their attacking side at half.
Need something big from the Alter Ego side here. And scale up towards front of B is not a bad idea immediately, but losing Chud straight up, yeah, that doesn't work wonders. Caveat being, there is an open A site for them to currently waltz on in. And they're going to have to try and convert this one into 4 versus 3.
They crunch through B and C. Honestly, Adren King has done pretty well there to get one out of that exchange. Alter Ego starting to be active. They need to take some duels in this 3-on-4. Kalua trying to lead the charge with what's left of his shield. A little bit of an off angle here from Nakia. Sayo trying to bait for him. Will come up with the goods. This is exactly what Alter Ego need on this pistol.
One enemy remaining.
Overlook the corner. Dead to rights, and now Potter. He's been pretty sensational so far. 21 on the first half. But in a 1 versus 3 with the spike ticked away way too far and Salvo's online. Sayu, I don't think you're winning this one, mate.
Potter doesn't even get any closer to a showstopper. Put down by Gotten. Nice round from Alter Ego. Good resilience despite getting caught by that CP crunch. Losing 2 players and Full Sense coming out ahead. The positional advantage that they gain in the post plant there, they leverage beautifully with some great movements
Enemy remaining.
in the mid to late round and in the post plant. Taking the fight to Full Sense before they can even set themselves up to the retake.
And of course, now we're going to see a little bit more of the reward on the back of getting that last round of the half as well, right? Where it was a 9-3, a little bit more of a stretch. Now it's an 8-5. You'll see guns 8-6, presumably, unless anything dastardly happens here.
Yep. Nice little high-low on the front side of B there. Chud has no interest in having a look at any of that. It's a passive 1-4. This is a very safe way to play your anti-eco. He's going to go on a little bit of a money man approach, but even if Chud goes down here, it's only going to be a Sheriff hitting the deck. Gets pushed off the line by the Paranoia. Shield popped. You can see Full Sense really trying to force it and find him. In the meanwhile, though, on the A site, Alter Ego looking for Leviathan. The right click is deadly, though. Takes at least one with him. So still a man advantage for the defense here.
Well, 3 versus 4. Salvo is back online. You've got the security drone as well for Sayu and Haunt for Drenking. Spotting out some information. Again, highlighting it is just these pistols for Full Sense. So if they, you know, play this optimally, there's a world that they get this. But the better rifles of Alter Ego should be closing this as the door gets tapped on open. Boombot will secure information that there's someone in towards the tree. Finally, these rifles, little by little, are chipping away at the HP mark of these lesser equipped pistols. And they will get the job done with 3 surviving.
Yeah, I'm surprised they even went for that. I mean, I felt like it was winnable, but it would have also been great for Full Sense to just hold them in the site there. Kind of reminds me of like that B side on Ascent, that situation where, honestly, on the eco, if the defenders had just like sat outside the site and forced Alter Ego to exit, they could have like bankrupted them. Just taken all the guns out of their hands going into the bonus and set themselves up for an easier first gun round. All down to light armor though, a lot of Sheriff investments there from Full Sense, so the Outlaw was primed for a second, but actually sold by Alter Ego, who will respect this A main take. As mentioned before, the undercut in combination with like paint shells, for example, is pretty annoying to deal with on that A site. This is a big B shot for Alter Ego to try to pull the rotations in that direction and then retake A later.
Potter's just going to have to remember they are playing a Tejo, so clearing rubble is just as easy as throwing some Rocky Boys.
Maybe a paint shells. Paranoia response for Full Sense, looking to fight this. TP across to rubble. God's gotten out, but unfortunately not much more than that. Nice defensive rubble from Full Sense.
Sayu's down to 11 HP as well, mind you, and they're just going to refresh this dark cover. So yes, you can send in a security drone, but it really doesn't do too much anymore. And Pilsky, I might even add the fact, gotten TP'd across the rubble with the spike in hand.
More spike donations. Very nice. Alter Ego stealing Full Sense's strats and using them against them. We'll see if they can do as good crawling in the mid-round as Full Sense do. Out goes the Prowler. They just run into a meat grunder. That's one of the saddest A main peaks I've ever seen, and it's even worse than Kalua's got. Yeah, kill contract from the 4K. He's hit every kill there.
Charges, check.
That's not what you want to be seeing heading into your first gun round here, Dion.
No, not really. But again, you know, we've already seen more from Alter Ego in this map than entirely in the previous map. So it gives more good confidence that they're capable of doing things, of course. It's not just a bad day at the office.
Yeah, what is
a bad day at the office.
What is Potter on for this series? He was 18-9 on the first map. Now he's 23-8. Like, this is going to be something absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where are you?
It's the A main take for Alter Ego. They did not win that fight last time around, so they go for the C default 3-1-1, trying to clear the camp, but they haven't managed to find it, which means Laz can pop that in the mid to late round and look for some information. He does see at least 3 players committed over here.
They heard the extra trap wire just get thrown by Laz, so they know that there's something playing around on the back of Bend here. Prowler goes in towards Waterfall and undercut to the back of sight, but they're not going to call go on this one just yet. Spotted on out. No utility to break him away from this corner. There's 2 Shockies still available for Leviathan. Sephiroth as well with a Paranoia if they need. The only problem is they're waiting for the timing here for the plant to eventually go down.
Such a dry approach from Alter Ego right now. Just waiting for any kind of friction, and you're going to start the fireworks at this point. There's the Paranoia and the salvos to backside. The second wave of the execute coming in. Full Sense looking for some spam kills off the back of the dart. And Laz is the one to strike first. Retake CT. Leviathan peeking off of his contact. This is completely fallen apart for Alter Ego, and that's a secured kill one way or another. Whether Kalua kills him or not, a Drink King will die here.
He's lost it again.
Wait, what?
And an opportunity now.
The stun?
There's an opportunity. A Drinking.
No way. Yeah, surely not.
Down, and Sayo noted, opening the door a little bit earlier on. Or did he go for the full wraparound? It doesn't matter. He's been tagged out by the camera, and there's 10 seconds to get on in, find 3 members, maybe a plant. No.
One down.
Oh,
hang on.
my God.
Two straight bullets now. There's
You gotta
one.
respect it. You gotta respect it. But it's still not gonna win the round.
He got the ult off it.
Oh, double salvos? Okay, one tap. Oh,
He got them all. There you go.
Right.
I'm a prophet.
It's sharp, but it's not a round, Dion.
No, it's not. Unfortunately not. But does it set
Impressive.
you up enough for this next round with just an Armageddon? Probably not.
Hero Vandal and Armageddon. That's not a round.
One enemy remaining.
We'll see. Maybe Sayo can defy that expectation. He's taken another full buy away from Full Sense. That's a lot of guns hitting the deck. But they've got the economy to recover from that. Okay, Alter Ego. I don't really know what their success rate has been post-timeout. But they do tend to take a lot of these timeouts going into a half-fight. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my favorite approach from being in the coach slot, but a lot of teams do actually like to do this. They love to just kind of talk tendencies, plan something on the half buy, and then talk about the following gun round as well. So we'll see what they come up with. Like you said, this is kind of a unique situation they found themselves in. They've deprived Full Sense of a lot of economy. It's a Vandal armor on Sayo and an Armageddon ready to go. There are opportunities to win around like this if you can be quite clever as Alter Ego. And let's be real. If you upset in this round and then can break the money in the round following, I mean, even in this round, Full Sense's money is not great after losing all those guns.
Yeah.
There is an opportunity to get back into this game.
My problem is Full Sense are happy enough to go for these retakes at the moment when they're holding onto their set utility if they recognize it's going to be a bit of a faster hit. So that Armageddon is essentially going to be utilized for like a post-plant scenario.
I mean, this is just a straight-up B hit. There's a trip front side, though. Kalua's already in position. 3 players all ready to flood straight through the Hobbit hole. Trip has not been dealt with. Nakia gets rubber banded straight back and killed very easily, and then it's a line-up for Kalua.
Round B.
Post-timeout, that's gone horrifically, and although Gotten has found an Odin inside of C-Link, that's where the good news ends for Alter Ego.
2 kills away from the shadows, the Omen ults, to pick up the spike. But they can just respect it and give it to him at the moment because it is a 1 versus 4. And you're giving him Odin away where Killer was low. Leviathan is relatively low. Mob mentality time.
That's so much cope from you. I mean, I was coping on the Drain King clutch. Or could this be the biggest lineup of all time?
I have
Inside of heaven. If only he was looking in the correct direction. Picks up the spike. Gonna walk back into the B site. This is more respect than I've ever seen a Thai team give anyone.
There you go.
It's gonna pay off.
I learned a lot.
A Killer, again, another 4K when it comes to these pressure cooker rounds, these explosive rounds from Alter Ego at one point or another.
Yeah. Big multi-frags back to back. Stack up those kill contracts. Beautiful little trick.
He's not winning them,
to
though.
front side B. Yeah, I mean... That's okay, I guess. I mean, they're still winning.
That's true.
That's going to be Full Sense. After watching the lower brackets, they're going to be chilling on the beach. Watching all these teams have to slug through the lower bracket and laughing in the grand final.
Where are you?
Yeah, take some more money, take some more points as well to try and get towards your ascensions again.
Take yourself a veto advantage.
Yeah, you'd love that.
Not done yet, though. Alter Ego breaking that shrimp front side of C. Drone going forward for Leviathan sees at least 2. Knows that this is at minimum a 3-1-1 default for Alter Ego with the rubble control coming out. But they're not overreacting to that. Still have A control. They know that the retake rubble attempt is definitely on the cards. And you can see Alter Ego are not actually hard trying to retake A rubble. They're just trying to push off the Omen, which they've been successful doing. But Potter's snuck through the middle of the map here.
Yeah, he's ambitious, isn't he? Setting up something over at this C site. Maybe it's an Armageddon line.
Ooh.
That is a great kill to come out from a Drain King. I don't know if he was ready for that one or if that was just watching on the cross.
Yeah, and now they're pumping C, which is pulling all the rotations across. Sephiroth doesn't see anything, just sees the fade. Spotted crossing back to the site.
Left.
Door popped open. Paranoia will buy some time, but he is still on his own on this side of the map.
Go ahead.
No smokes either, and with an Armageddon, it's across the site, so he can reposition, but they know exactly where he could be hiding from. 100 Fury at this point in time. Oh, that is great. It could find everything. It could find the time. 10 seconds, though, as the plant starts to go down, and it is a 2 versus 4. Make it just the solo survivor in Leviathan, which, given the credits, might even look to just survive after having a bit of a peek in to see if there can be any damage.
Yeah, just popped his ult. See if he can get some exits, farm up another Hunter's Fury. Credit to Alter Ego, though. Dream King in particular. Like, he really pulls them out of a cooked situation there. Potter's up front B. You're banking on him winning that duel every day of the week, but Dream King has looked incredibly sharp this game as well. So punishing the Raze there and then taking the space on A and stringing 2 more kills together is really heroic stuff for an Alter Ego that is on the verge of getting knocked into the lower bracket right now.
I'll find you.
And again, that is always one of those things that you can kind of mention in these scenarios too. If you are just getting team diffed, if it is a bad day in the server, they do have that safety net of the lower bracket. Do they want to be there? Of course not. They want to be straight into the grand final, but it's there. Shall they need it?
It's chill, bro. They just have to beat a bunch of E-kittens, eh? Then they'll be all good. A lot of ults coming online here for Full Sense. Do have the Operator pulled out, as well as the Odin on Laz. He's probably going to play like kind of a retaking approach on C, which is not something we've seen yet. He's placed deep trips multiple times, but he'll be really looking for these spams with the Odin. Kind of reminds me of how Forsaken used to play this site some of the time, and some of the other Senti players as an extra layer just to kind of switch things up. There's the Prog Smoke applying pressure for Alter Ego, running this 3-1-1. Very passive in the opposite sides of the map.
Bring them
Raze is
down.
already here with the Operator and the Showstopper for Potter. Oh, he's going to
big.
walk out on the line as well.
They just prowl at it, so it is false info now if he does go for a wide swing with that door opening, but you always would expect it to be watched for a little bit.
I don't think you're ever expecting the Op to be here right now.
Probably not, but another prowler on in is going to spot him, so he's going to have to try and destroy that, which he does. But are they ready? Do they know? The Odin starts to spam it on out. Is he going to try and go for it? The C's and the salvos. It's beautiful, but he still gets one. Are you kidding me? He'll get traded at the end, but he's just gotten away with something that he should never have been able to find. Now into the B site. That's awkward for Leviathan. I don't know how he still manages to find one with that trailing bullet upon death. And with Chud being noted as well at the front of B, the spike in a viewable position if he goes and retrieves it from that dark cover. You know, he's going to get spams. Credits as well on the precipice of an okay buy for the next round. But it's the next round where you can see the 12th for Full Sense, so he needs to find 3 members in quick succession and he can't get any.
Triple high-low. You're never breaking that as Chud.
Match point.
Series point here for Full Sense. On the verge of going into the grand final after a bit of a, you know, trying group stage, I would say. I was not expecting Full Sense to be losing multiple series in the group stage with the names that they've got on paper. Just a mix of so many fantastic Thai teams, but it really feels like these guys are just playing better and better and powering up into the playoffs here.
Make or break it time for Alter Ego though, Pilski, if they want to have any more length in the server on this one tonight.
And this is a classic from Alter Ego. TP into spawn. Showstopper through the front side of the site. Nobody's home. Full Sense have left the door wide open and they are punishing. In comes the rocket. He's going to find Laz, but not before he takes one with him. 3 on 4.
Yeah,
As the smoke goes down.
How do you try and get a safety net around this site now when you've lost gotten smokes? Chud hasn't really been able to set himself up around this site either. He's still making his way downtown. Rocket goes on in, clears some crucial positions, will get ripped right on towards Dren King. The judge gets nothing done, and now Chud is just going to get pulled into the gulag. Is Killua finally going to win one? He is. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. 13-7 will be the scoreline here, which means Full Sense will be the team, your first seed into the grand final.
Yeah, much deserving.